So we got the new intake right here. This is what we're gonna put on. This is the manifold right here for the intake. We do have a custom intake on right now. I'll show you guys out. It's a sunny ass day today. This is cool right here. But fuck, I opened up the trunk. Whoops. Alright. So this is the custom intake we have on right now. As you can see, oh my god, that is so bad. Yo, there's supposed to be a plug in here, but the turbo plug fell off a long time ago. Apparently, this is bad. That is so bad, bro. It's okay, whatever. It's not gonna go anywhere. This is the recirculation for the turbo. Whatever air doesn't go through here, goes through here, but it's okay. It's okay. I guess we should be good, but there's supposed to be a plug in there. Whatever. Okay, so this is the custom intake. We're gonna replace this with the chrome one we have on right now, and that does come with the recirculation input, so we're gonna recirculate that. This is what it sounds like for now. Alright boys, so before I put on a new intake, I'm gonna explain to you how I did this. This was factory. I had to replace it though. This is a new tube I got from K&N Tire, I'm pretty sure. I live in Canada, so I got this from K&N Tire, definitely. This tube was also from K&N Tire. I had to replace both of these because they all got brittle. Like, you know, they got very hard and started breaking. And oh shit, that is another cut on my pipe. That is not good. Gotta get that fixed soon. And so yeah, at the start of the video I showed you guys there should be a plug in here, but I'm pretty sure all that pressure just made it pop out. I gotta get that tightened next time. I mean, there's gonna be no next time because this was a custom intake and it didn't have a place for this recirculation valve, so it's okay. But we're gonna get this replaced. We're gonna get it out the turbo housing. All you have to do is unscrew it, get it loosened, get the clamp loosened, and put in a new one. That's pretty much it. Shouldn't be that hard. This is gonna go facing this way, right into that. Honestly, we wouldn't even have to take off that rubber valve, that rubber coupling. I don't think we need to take that out. We could just take this out and put this new one in. That'd be easier anyways. That way I don't have to go all the way down into that hot turbo right now. It is hot outside today, so I think that would be the best way to do it. So first we're gonna have to get these rubber hoses off, which is kind of hard. Last time I put this on, doesn't really pop out that easily, but I think we should be good. Got this one, gotta get this one loosened as well. That was easy. I think first things first, we should get this turbo clamp out. I mean, we should get this clamp out first and put in a new intake. That's for sure. We're gonna unloosen this screw and pull it out the housing. Alright, so I have to get some gloves because car is so hot right now. And you shouldn't work on a hot car, but I don't really have much time though, so I have to put on the gloves. So what I did was I unloosened this clamp so I could just pull the intake out of the clamp itself. So we got the filter out. There we go. Unloosened that, and I unloosened this piping, so that makes it easier for us to just pull out this house right here. And you can see I spray painted this white paint, but it did not work out the way I wanted to. So you just gotta pull out these tubes now. Honestly, it'd be easier if I just cut them, but I don't think I have enough slack to get it back on. Gotta twist and pull. Twist and pull. There we go. That was kind of faster than I thought it would go. So this was the old piping I had. So we only had two inputs here, right? We had this one and we had this one. Nice. And I just lost the clamp. Ah, shit. Okay, whatever. I lost the clamp. I don't think this one's gonna fall off, so I'm gonna just leave it on there. But yeah, we had that clamp. I mean, we had this input and we had this input. What we were missing was this, so I had to plug this in. Now if you plug this in, it's bad for the turbo because this air that comes through here gets pushed back, goes back in, stuffs the turbo up. That is not good for the turbo. It's a Genesis Coupe. Turbos are kind of bad on this, engine's kind of bad on this. You want to take care of this stuff very good. All right, so that's just gonna fit on just like, wow. Like, yo, I have no other words, man. Like, it fitted so smooth compared to the other one because it was made for this car, right? Custom intakes, they're always hard to put on because they're custom. This is a custom to the car, so this is going on pretty smooth. All right, so what we're gonna do, tighten the clamp down first so it doesn't fall off. So you tighten the clamp up so it fits on to the intake manifold. Yeah, let's put this on right here. Get this through. Let's get that through and push it on all the way. There we go. What you gotta do is clamp it. We might have got it. Let's go. We got it. Whew. All right, let's put this on the tube first. Or well, we can just put it over here. And then let's slide the tube on. There we go. Let's put the clamp on, just like that. We gotta rotate it a little. I gotta loosen it up again. Gotta rotate the housing a little more. So let's loosen it up again. There we go. Should make it turn a little. There we go. That's what we need. Make it turn a little more, and that should fit. Nice and snug. Now we gotta do is tighten this up again. All right, now just gotta put on the filter, which we should have done before. I think I could just jab it on though. Okay, that works. That works good. Whew. All right, there we go. Now we do have a mounting bracket. I don't know where that's gonna mount to. I think I'm missing it. I did get this off Facebook Marketplace and I made it look newer, but yeah, that's how it's sitting for now. That's the old piping, new piping. That's what it's looking like. Everything is snug and tight, right? Everything is good. We might need to get a mounting bracket for this. We should be good. Let's do a sound test now. The blow-off valve sounds more defined. That's what I can notice. If anything, that doo-doo-doo noise is gone because the blackout. This is basically a blackout plate that I had, right? I guess that's gone. But at most, the difference I'm hearing, yeah, the blow-off valve definitely sounds more defined. So I guess it sounds similar. There's a minor difference where the difference is you're not hearing that stu-tu-tu noise that much, but there's definitely a power difference. There's definitely a power difference. The throttle feels way more responsive than it did with that custom intake out, and I'm guessing that had to do with that recirculating valve. But it's all good though. It's all good. Good mod.